Hey, we're going to find out about rucking. Hugh Masekela here on the Anuru 102. A little bit of cowbell going on there. Bruce Dickinson wants more cowbell. He's going to get cowbell here on the Anuru 102. I am Rick Godley, and we just fired up the Facebook live stream because we're going to find out more information on the Tiger Battalion. Gentleman to my right, maybe your left for those that are watching it, is Kenichi. Kenichi Pass is his name. I met him at Black Rifle Coffee Saturday, and Kenichi was putting together a plan for a ruck-a-thon. First of all, Kenichi, my friend, good morning, and thanks for coming in.
Good morning to you, Rick. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So tell us a little bit about yourself first, and then we're going to get into what the heck is a ruck.
Yeah, so obviously my name is Kenichi Pass. I'm from New Boston, Texas. It's East Texas, and I've been living there ever since I was little. I went to Texas High School, and now I'm in my degree, Computer Information Systems at Louisiana Tech. And I also do Army ROTC at Grambling State University.
So I got a little confused, and that's why I bring people on so we can get unconfused. When I first met you, it was Tiger Battalion, so my mind defaulted to GSU, but you proceeded to inform me the ROTC is not only Grambling State University, it's ULM, as well as Louisiana Tech.
Right. So as you can tell, I'm wearing a LA Tech Army ROTC shirt. So my academic university is Louisiana Tech, but I go to my classes at Grambling State University, which is the host university. But it's a battalion. It has Grambling State University, University of Louisiana at Monroe, and then it also has Louisiana Tech. We have students from all schools.
Oh, well, that's what I kind of like about it is, we got people in university pride and whatnot, and I get it, but at the same time, we need to cooperate and do more things together. We have 3 great universities here, and you're a perfect indicator of that. How did you get involved in this?
So I think it all started, I got the idea from my father and my mother. They were both in the Army when, a few years ago. They're both retired now from the military. But in my high school senior year, there's this program. It's a ROTC scholarship program, and you can pick any university that has an ROTC program, but you compete for scholarships. So I kind of got involved with that my senior year, and then going into my freshman year, I knew that I was going to be committed to becoming an officer. Because ROTC, it stands for Reserve Officer Training Corps. So you're training to become an officer. So I just knew that was my plan from the beginning, and I stuck with it.
Well, I'm limited knowledge. I'm curing my ignorance with information, but what little I know about a ruckathon, it's not a pleasurable thing, is it?
No, not at all. It's not just your regular Sunday stroll. It's grueling. It's supposed to be. That's why we're hosting a fundraiser for it, right? It's usually, the standard that we call it in the military. It's a 35-pound rucksack. For those of you out there that don't know what a rucksack is, it's a big backpack. It carries weight in it because it's supposed to be more strenuous on your body. And you do it for a long period of time usually. And, we'll do anything ranging from 4 miles to 12 miles in our battalion, but it's limitless. You could do any distance or anything.
You impressed me the other day at Black Rifle Coffee there that you could do, did you say 12 miles in 2.5 hours?
Not 2.5 hours.
What did you say?
I said 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Okay. All right. Excuse me. 12 miles.
Hey, we're working down to 2.5 though.
All right. So what's going to happen on April 13th? It is a ruckathon, and there is a link to sponsor a soldier. Is that a good term to call them? Soldier?
Sponsor a soldier, a cadet.
A cadet. Because how many cadets are going to be rucking?
We're planning on having 82 cadets there. That's
82.
What's in our program, yeah.
And they're going to be at the Louisiana Tech, the intramural field, the lower field. And how long are they going to go?
They're going as long as they want to. It's not really a set time or distance.
Right.
But we have 4 hours planned out that, they're able to ruck in. So they can ruck more if they would like to, but 4 hours is typically the cutoff.
All right, so we have a link to the website where you can go and pick a soldier and explain how this works in not the Michael Scott way on the office where I'm going to sign up and give you $25 per.
No, not at all.
What?
So I advise, if you're going to be signing up for a cadet, if you're going to be, the term we use is pledging a cadet.
Pledge.
So you're sponsoring, you're pledging for a cadet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you do it beforehand, but there's also an option to donate. So if you guys are willing to donate, you can, well, first, to pledge a cadet, you can use this little QR code right here that you put up on the screen. You go to it, it'll bring you up to a Google Forms page, and you can fill out your name, your number, your email, and it has like a little drop-down menu of, you can select maybe 2, maybe 3 cadets, and it'll have their names.
Right.
If you don't know any cadets in the program, you can just select one at random.
Right.
And then just you pledge, and then in one more block, it'll say how much money are you pledging per lap.
Per lap, okay.
And a lap is 0.5, so half of a mile.
Half of a mile. And so we're not sure, we're not doing like 12 miles or 20 miles. It's up to the individual cadet,
up to the
right?
Individual, right.
All right. So pledge as much or as little, because here's a beautiful thing too. As we're talking here with Kenichi Pass, it all adds up. It all adds up. And let's talk about where the money's going.
The money's going to the Tiger Battalion, just their funds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where our main purpose right now, we're trying to recover money from the staff ride that we're going to be going on. So every single senior year that you have in your program, or your MS4 year, because let me break that down real quick.
Yeah.
The levels that we go by in ROTC, it goes by MS levels. So military science 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Mm-hmm.
And typically you start your track in your freshman year, like I did. So a freshman, I was MS1. And now I'm an MS4 in my senior year.
Mm-hmm.
So I've, followed the track. But some people, they can start their MS2 year and they, they're in their junior year of college. So
Right.
It just depends on the person. But going into, what was the question again? Sorry about that.
I don't know.
Oh, we're talking about, the funds, right?
Yeah, where are they going to?
It's clicking. The funds are going to fund the staff ride. So we're going to the Battle of San Jacinto in Houston. And it's basically we're going to be conducting a battle analysis or a road to war brief.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be briefing it to our colonel, basically gain insight on the Battle of San Jacinto battle. And it's to promote professional development, have that historical knowledge in the past. And yeah, just...
All right.
The whole idea is prolonging, self-development throughout your course in the officer space and the military in general.
So come Saturday on the 13th, starting at noon, folks are going to see a whole bunch of cadets doing a whole lot of perspiration because of the inspiration on this ruckathon. And that folks can go to let me put up the QR code, and sponsor. And what I like about this too, Kenichi, is there many hands make light work, and you have a goal, and I think it's very, very achievable. Plus, you also have a whole lot of events that are going to be going on that day for the entire family. Touch on that.
So, the breakdown of the events, the whole thing is going to be from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So, in military terms, I have on this flyer 1200 to 1600.
Right.
1600 just means 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And so, from the start, we're going to be setting up equipment where we have it set up by 1200 or 12 o'clock. And then from there, we'll have a kids section. There's going to be different activities in the kids section. There's going to be a kids ruck competition, race, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be split up into different heats, and it's just like a fun experience for the kids to, kind of emulate what the cadets that are in the program are doing.
Right.
So we'll have a ruck competition first. After that, we're going to be having a 3-legged race kind of obstacle course. We're going to have like little hurdles, small hurdles that you can go over for the kids, and they're going to be going zigzag with a potato sack, just bringing you back to the old days when you had the obstacle course for field days and things like that. And that'll be 2 events, and then we'll have an Oreo eating contest.
Before or after one rucks?
It'll be after. It'll be after. You don't want to do that before. I've learned from the hard way.
I bet. Yeah.
And you'll have your hands behind the back, and then you do that. And then we also have a water gun aiming contest. I don't know if you've ever done it. Just back in your backyard, you could do it. You can have 2 sticks on one end. You'll have a string connecting to those 2 sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll have a plastic cup that you puncture a hole in the back of it. And then you shoot this water gun, and whoever hits the water gun all the way to the end of the string first wins.
All right.
And for each of these events, we're going to be having prizes for the kids. We're going to get like a little goodie bag, and whoever wins, you know, just to give them a little incentive.
I think it's a great idea. This is the Tiger Battalion. Again, Ruckathon is going to be April 13th. Lower Intramural Field starting at noon till 4 p.m. Ruck for Grambling ROTC, ULM's ROTC, Louisiana Tech's ROTC. You're going to have Black Rifle Coffee on site. You're going to have snow cones. You're going to have some others. What else you got going on?
We got snow cones. We got a little fundraising booth. You know, if you want to learn more about the program, learn more, you know, we'll have the flyers there on the table you can interact with.
Right.
If you're an incoming cadet, a student in high school right now, a senior, you can go in there and learn more about the program. There'll be a recruiting booth. We'll have a couple of cadets and our cadre recruiting officer there too, stage, just telling you more about the event, telling you more about the program, and answering any questions you have.
His name, Kenichi Pass. He is the cadet for the ROTC. Interesting name. Where'd it come from?
So it's Japanese. My dad's half Japanese. His mother was Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
So she was full Japanese. And then on my mom's side, she's full Salvadorian, so Hispanic.
Right.
So I'm a whole different...
You're all of the above.
Right, I'm all of the above.
I love the name, Kenichi Pass.
Yes,
all
sir.
right. So we got any cadets, you know, talking really proud, had that. I'm going to do 12 miles. I'm going to do 15 miles. Is somebody starting to talk stupid?
There's a few of them.
Really?
They get a little egotistical here and there.
Sure.
But a lot of them can back it up. There's some pretty fit people in the battalion.
I bet. All right. So what else could we say here this morning? Also for folks that are watching live as well as watching it on archive, to make it very successful for you, for the Tiger Battalion, for the ROTC of ULM, Louisiana Tech, and Grambling State University. What do you want the people to know?
Main thing is that the event, at the end of the day, it's for the community.
Mm-hmm.
It's to, you know, one of our main purposes is to build money for the program, to fundraise for the Army ROTC program. But you're driving by, you see this big event going on, you're like, oh man, I want to go find that out. It's to build positivity, build optimism. It's not just for money at the end of the day. It's for our cadets to build camaraderie as well.
Sure. No, I get it. So April 13th, are you rucking or are you the point man?
I'm the point man. I'm facilitating. I would love to ruck.
I thought leaders are supposed to lead.
Right. You're supposed to lead from the front.
Lead by doing.
You hear that all the time, but I think I've done my fair share of rucking in the program. No, I mean, I could definitely do it.
What's your top ruck?
I don't know. There's too many.
Oh, really?
No.
What's the farthest?
The farthest I've gone?
Yeah.
Probably 12 miles.
12 miles.
All right, 12 miles.
Awesome. Well,
a few times.
What?
12 miles a few times.
A few times. I like it. All right. Well, listen, thanks for coming by today. And folks, pass the word. You know what to do. Let's make this highly successful, and all the best.
All right. Thank you, guys.
He is Kenichi Pass. We are the new RU 102.
Oh.
All right, so we're still live streaming, and we let the radio take over. All right, so there you have it. You all know what to do to help him out, to help out the ROTC cadets of ULM, Grambling State University, as well as Louisiana Tech University. And the website link is below to go and find out more information for sponsoring, to make donations, so led to so do. We encourage you to do that one more time. There's the QR code. That looks better than my face, doesn't it?
No, not at all.
I know. All right, Kenichi Pass. Thanks so much, man.
All right.